NOW in client attraction and also in leading from service, because it is true. We coaches, we are servant leaders. We're leading the world in positivity right now, and we're here to serve. So it's very interesting. This is my first selfie interview. I've been doing these interviews and I've got them all planned out in my Facebook group, which you are here in the Business Boost. And all of a sudden I realized as I was asking these questions, I want to share my answers to these. So I'm sharing those with you today. And so the first question is, tell us about yourself and your business and what you do and what clients you serve. So I'm going to answer all these questions. The first is, I help coaches grow their businesses and have the impact and income that they really desire. And I'm going to share some of the best practices that are working right now. And if you know me well, you know I'm on a mission to be the voice of optimism during these challenging times. So I have served coaches for about the last 18 years. I found that I had a business background and many of the coaches that I was in training with years ago did not. And so that I was able to help people get their businesses going. And when I started, I was told, well, no one will invest in marketing and sales of their business because they've just spent so much money on their coach training. I was also taught that, told by others that coaching coaches was like, like a multi-level marketing, and it wasn't really as good or as coaching like other people than coaches. You know how they say that those who can do and those who can't teach. It was like that kind of a thing. And all of those, notwithstanding, I didn't care. I wanted to help the coaches. I had a passion and a mission, and I still do. And I've done it for all these years, and I focused on that. So I want to say to you, whatever your passion, your mission is, do it. Don't even think about the naysayers. Just do it. Okay, so the second question is, what are some of the best practices in your business and what's working best now for the stay-at-home time for so many? So a couple like overarching themes for me. Creating relationships has always been a best practice for me in my business since day one. Working with people that I knew, strengthening the relationships that I already had, all of that has always worked well for me, and I really have enjoyed doing that. And when I enjoy doing something, I do more of it. So strengthen those relationships you already have. That's a big one. Number two, bringing my coaching skills, which are, I'd say there are four main coaching skills for me. Okay, this is not according to the ICF competency. This is Karen Cappello. Listening, questioning, acknowledgement, and presence. Those four: listening, questioning, acknowledgement, and presence are the four big ones for me, the big four. And bringing all of those to my marketing and sales process has always been a best practice for me. So when I can really listen to my potential client, when I can ask the hard questions and the right questions, when I can be in my full presence, in my own essence energy, and when I can acknowledge what my potential clients are doing or thinking or wanting, those have all served me well. So those are the two kind of overarching. And then I have three practical strategies that I want to share today. Number one, what's working really well in this time of challenges in the world of the virus is to, one strategy is pay what you can. So if you have a program or if you have something that's already created, or even if you want to create an ebook or something like that and have people pay what they can, they're consuming your material. So I'm thinking about this for me. What can I offer on a pay what you can, pay as you can, because you're going to get yourself out there. And I also want to say, for those who don't have any kind of collateral material, you could do coaching sessions, pay as you can. So I would actually charge people for coaching sessions. And this is going to lead into the second thing I want to say. But if you're looking to get a credential and get coaching hours, maybe your 100 hours or your 500 hours for your ACC, your PCC, or even your MCC, you can charge like $20 a coaching session, because the ICF says that you need 75% of your hours need to be paid hours, and it doesn't matter what people pay. And I remember when I got my ACC, my first year in coaching, you needed 250 hours then. And I was like a few weeks short of it, and I wanted to send my application in. So I just said, for the next 2 weeks, an hour coaching session is $20, and I just got a bunch of people in. So pay as you can actually help you get your credential. So think about that as a possible practical strategy in these times. Strategy number 2, I just read a post today on Facebook from Lee Miltier that said, in times of storms, the fishermen fix their nets. They mend their nets. So there's a storm out there, right? So what can you do to mend your net? Have you wanted to write a book? Maybe this is the time. You have time to write that book. Have you wanted to get your credential, by the way? If you haven't had time to pull the paperwork together and to get your mentoring, your 10 hours of mentoring, do that now. And you can actually do a pay as you can for the mentoring. So it all works out well. So that's the second thing, is do what you have wanted to do but haven't had time to do. The third is have market research conversations with your ideal potential clients. People are home. People are staying in place. They are there and ready to do things. And if you have free conversations with them, you will be able to find out a lot of stuff. You're in the Business Boost group here. Go to the units and go to day 3 of our Business Boost, and you will find 3 different kinds of conversations that you can have. Keep having conversations with people. This will probably lead to clients either now or in the future, but have those conversations. So those 3 things. Think about a pay what you can strategy if you have something that you want to do. Do something that you haven't had time for, maybe getting your credential, and also have conversations with your ideal potential clients. And by the way, I want to say something. I got a message this morning from Vivian, who I interviewed yesterday, and she said, thank you for interviewing me. I got so much clarity out of that conversation, out of answering those questions in the interview. And I'm more inspired than ever. So this is what happens when you ask questions. I mean, Vivian is already a client, but asking questions of even potential clients, it gives them value. Even though you feel like you may be getting all the value, they're going to get value from this. So have those conversations and give people value. All right, the next question. Any tips, any stay-at-home tips you'd care to share? And I say, be safe. I mean, whatever that means to you, be safe. And, stay at home, do the things you've always wanted to do, clean out your closets. I have one of my very good coaching colleagues is actually making videos of different things that you can do while you're at home. The other tip I have is, put yourself 6 months in the future and look back on this time and say, what do I wish that I had done? What do I want to say about myself? Are there drawers I want to clean out? Are there people that I want to write letters to? I mean, what is it that letters of acknowledgement, what is it that you want to spend this time doing as you look back from your future self? And whatever that is, go ahead and do it. All right, so the next question. I know you've had some great results in your business. Would you share them with the coaches? So I'll be happy to share my results. And you probably know a lot of my results, like in the last couple of years, I've had $100,000 quarters when I've really focused in on marketing. My Quick Start Intensive groups have had some amazing results. In 12 weeks, our average is over $17,000 of sales. And this is some new coaches and some seasoned coaches are in these groups. So I'm very proud of that. And I consider that part of my result, my clients' results. But I will tell you, with this pandemic coming on, last month in March, and it looks like this month will be the same, I will reach my income goals of at least a 6-figure month, which is somewhere over, somewhere under $9,000, and probably at least a 6-figure year. I'm sorry, which is under 9,000, and most likely 5-figure month, which is 10,000. And that's I've just gotten out there. I've continued to serve. I've been with my ideal clients. I've been doing all the things I've been telling you about here. I didn't do a pay as you go, but I've really have upped my visibility and shared my strengths and my story with people. So that is important. All right, so what difference has it made in your life to know what to do now in this uncertain time? I feel safe financially. That's a huge difference for anyone. Like, I know what to do. I can get out there because of the last couple of years, well, probably the last 18 years, but especially the last 2 years, and really focusing on getting my marketing message really clear, talking to my ideal client, to their heart and soul, and working. I did some branding earlier this year, and I'm just a little aside, and I got the Caretaker brand, and it wasn't something I wanted because I thought, oh, I really don't want to be taking care of people. But the truth is, my business is a very concierge approach. We are dedicated to our customers and our clients, all of my team and me. And I always get these, when I send back an email, a response, people are saying, boy, you've gotten back to me so quickly. And what that tells me is that other people aren't doing that. So it does set us apart. And I like the word nurturing. So one branding person calls it a nurturing brand. And yes, I love to nurture the nurturers, right? I love to do that. So it has made a huge difference in my life to be able to do this, to be able to feel strong financially, to be able to help people, help others, and not be concerned about what's going on in the background. Okay, last question. Let's see how I'm doing. Oh, I'm really good. I got 3 more minutes for my 15-minute interview. What advice would you give to a coach out there who's wondering how to keep their business healthy and not only survive, but thrive? Okay, so do the things I said to do, like look at these, be more visible, work on mending things in your business, anything you need. Find a pay-as-you-go strategy and see if that works for you, and have a lot of conversations. In our business, they say anywhere from 25 to 60% of enrollment conversations end up in clients. So let's just say if you have 4 conversations, the chances of you getting 1 new client are good. Collect the no's, and it will happen. But the other thing I want to say to you is, be part of a community, be part of a group. We have our Quick Start Intensive starting next week. And if you feel like you would like to be part of a group of coaches that are moving forward, that are actually, quote unquote, selling during this time, that are enrolling clients, then there's a link to talk to me in this group. Now, the Quick Start Intensive, we've kept the pricing at $3,500 for this next 12 weeks. And if you do all the work, it's going to take you maybe 5 hours a week to do this work. So if you're home, you probably have that time. If you do the work and you don't make back at least your investment, you can come to the next 12 weeks for free. So that will give you a 6-month window, provided you do the work. And why wouldn't you? Because this stuff does work. So be part of a community, get a mentor coach. You need strong strategies. You also need a strong mindset. And if it's not me, which that's fine, get a coach, work with somebody that you really feel aligned with, because it will make you stronger. It has done that for me. So with my last minute here, I want to say to you, thank you so much for being the voice of optimism with me in this world. If you are in my group, then you are a positive, optimistic person. I kind of almost wear the badge of Pollyanna proudly, because here's the thing. What do I want to say in 6 months when I look back on this time? I want to say that I was the voice of optimism. If the world falls apart and ends, then I want to spend my last days being the voice of optimism. If everything shifts and is good, which I truly believe, I want to spend this time being the voice of optimism. So what is it that you want to say? And go out there and do it. And thank you so much for being my colleague in coaching. Okay, this is my first Selfie interview. So I'm not sure how I did. I hope I did well. Let's see, we have some people. Hello, great to get this boost. Karen, thanks for doing this, so informative and needed in this time. Thank you all for being here with me. I mean, this is so exciting. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye for now. And tomorrow We have Rosella Pinn, who's joining us, and she is an amazing coach, and she will share what's working now for her business. And by the way, her business is exploding. So that's great, huh? All right, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.